pretty much the halfway mark, right?
Yep,
Season is 9 weeks long, and we don't have anything on the Wednesday, so it's going to be like, huh, woohoo. Yeah, so let's see. If we go across the board for our top 5 over these past few weeks, the highest kill game would go to Rehin in 20, so they actually have that record. But coming in close on, a second place. Can you guess who that? Can you guess what team that is and how many kills they had?
Hakkapeliitta 17.
What do you think, Audio?
I would believe, wasn't it Tempus on that Miramar game where they had like 18 or something?
You were closer to the mark. Tempus with 17 on Miramar. That is correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
For the first week. So they had the previous records.
yeah.
At some point, you're going to have to gravitate away from where the solution is to have Sillers kill everyone.
Yeah.
Or get like a 2 or 3 kill opening to an engagement. Because at one stage, you know, that's not going to work anymore.
Talking about Hakkapeliitta though, Silas is down and bleeding. He might have finds a few in Apex, but Hakka right now are struggling. It's going to be a 3 on...
Okay.
Whoa! Never mind, Hakkapeliitta are
Okay.
out! What?
Is that a 1-point game from Hakkapeliitta?
They
What
got
just
one knock.
happened?
I didn't see
Was
if they
that a
got the
knock or
kill.
a kill?
I'm sorry, I blinked and
Yeah, that's the thing,
people were
like,
dead.
everyone died instantaneously almost from Apex after that engagement, and the problem for me is, we were talking about Hakka, they need to step it up, and they just bombed this place. Maybe they didn't have the scout ahead, so they didn't expect Apex to be there, and they just went in and got completely blindsided.
It's just
Uncharacteristic, to say the least.
weird. It's just really weird. I'm not sure what the thought process behind that was, but
Maybe there was none.
nah. I was about to say I'm a bit positive in thinking that there was one as well, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they got one of the Apex players because I only see 3, I think. So
Yes.
I think they got 1 point in total
That
on this game.
is not great. Apex, however, I
9.
mean, what goes around comes around.
Mm-hmm.
And they are indeed going to lose one more player. So that does halve them a little bit.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, it's probably going to pan out to be a fairly slow game in terms of the overall pacing. However, of course, classic tradition, Twite goes out first here from Granite Gaming.
Oh, poor Twite!
Once again, old habits die hard.
That's the thing, though. When you're
where
the
did he
aggressive
die
scout,
even?
like that's the thing, though. Oh, so what a way to go. That's the thing. When you're the aggressive scout for Granite, like you gotta be ready to take some bullets. Like it's being the taste tester for the king, right? Like you gotta be ready for some nasty surprises.
But where did
Take it into it comfortably.
Yeah, exactly.
That everyone on the team are mentally sort of attuned to, like, we're going to look for fights and we're going to go in and win them.
Yeah.
You can't just be randomly scouting out and then trying to capitalize on a random opportunity that pops up.
Yeah.
You have to be ready for it. Like it needs to happen on your terms, no?
Yeah, and for some reason, yep.
Then the big flank came in, and
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even anonymous, right? At that stage, you came in to finish them off. It was one of the players who was actually right on top of that compound, defending from Rehina.
Wasn't even needed.
Right. Well, I really like the position of some of these teams getting quite centralized to getting the very far western angle.
So if it goes to El Pozo, how do we get in there? Because El Pozo is such a city that you have that ridgeline on the south side, but other than that, it's pretty open. Like
this inability to take these hard and very decisive team fights, whereas for Smiley Face, a team that I think relishes that kind of opportunity, that could be a pretty tough one. We'll have to see if they're going to commit to this. There is a chance, but they might just be happy enough with setting up over towards the northwest. Smiley Face is going to keep going on. I guess we're just missing that opportunity then.
Yeah, they're not taking this fight. Morma has to get out of there, of course. Ends now going even farther west than that, so they're not even trying to go into any kind of team fight right now, at least. I like to see Reina, though. I like the fact that they rotated in towards the circle and getting a lot more centralized, but they are kind of getting caught here between Clueless and Smiley Face.
I mean, see if that becomes relevant, though, because they have a fairly good set of rocks to play with. So they're not really going to be any big direct lines of sight where you can engage over towards them. So as long as they just stay like bang in the center, it should be pretty fine.
Enzo just tearing into Smiley Face. They killed one. They knocked a second.
At long range, mind you. So this is actually a comfortable position for them. Simultaneously, Granite Gaming, they take a big bite there out of 3 days, 1 Brazilian. And Magebane falling in the backlines as well, as Apex does chime in.
Very interesting indeed. And I like the fact that Ends, they know that it's quite risky to just try to bomb this, especially with more teams around here. They're getting their own compound around where Tixu is right now, as you can see. So great moves here by Ends. They just grab 1 kill, they leave, and that's all they need for now. just get centralized. And this is something we've seen. They play a lot of around ending up in the top 5. They don't need all the early kills. Tempest, though, with Pixton from behind. He's going to finish off 3 Danes.
Okay, that is pretty nice. Mind you, back's turned, so in cold blood he guns them down.
Clean and easy.
3 kills. That's the first 2 kills here for Tempest.
Can he make that more? Oh, Pixel with the spray. He finds himself another one. And that's going to be another quick and easy kill for him.
Hey, you guys were saying he can really tear it into people.
Man, he's been individually like really performing for his team, honestly. I'm very impressed with his performance.
Yeah.
Really.
It's such a I can't even comprehend like the fact that he hits that spray from that range. It's just,
it's incredible.
I'm not sure if we should nerf the gun or him.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
So Reiner right now just about ends, and they're not looking up whatsoever. That's Squai completely dead. Diggory right now, Rustamar, they're just running as close as possible to these cliffs to hide, but there's no hiding from Anonymous. Diggory's down, and Rustamar all alone, he's down as well. Now it's all down to Tiksu, but he does have the compound, but there's no way for him to reach his teammates.
We are Legion.
Boy.
Well, this is pretty much 3 kills for them. The down to 1 man, Tiksu, locked behind this compound, outside of the zone as well. You've also got Smiley Face here over towards the west. Not sure if they're actually going to be able to spot him out, but he's kind of trapped, and the zone is going to be coming on it. That's a very interesting mask.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I haven't seen that one before.
So Tiksu, I mean, he's basically out of it here, and it's going to be Ens who are basically eliminated from this. Now, we gotta say, Reiner losing Jupsik this, not early, but like losing him just like that as you're attacking Ens, kind of sloppy, and they have to be careful.
Yeah, but they do have the high ground, so I think they're fairly happy in their position. They just need to get a little bit closer towards the zone himself. What they want to do now, just safeguard this kill. They're going to tag him once or twice, and that's going to be him dead to the zone with fair certainty. So Ents should be falling quite shortly. Raheni Game Stars now just need to fall back, regroup, and recover themselves. The Ents go down in 14th place, not unexpected. And Raheni Game Stars, I mean, they're still on their feet. They're still happy about this one.
Yeah, I mean, Ens have had such a hard time. Both Ens and Haka have 3 out of 4 maps ended up below the 10th place. It's so weird to see.
But keep your eyes on Reina, right? Because it's kind of between them now and Tempest. Yeah, in terms of points, because there's a 3-point difference between them.
That's a nice nade, by the way, from Mika. So just opening it up, Eyeball has got 2 knocked, and you could just now straight into this compound.
They actually did a really good thing. The question is if they can capitalize on it. Hani actually gets Mika's. Ensky, I'm not sure if he knocked him or finished off the kill, but yeah, their eyeball just dies straight away. The thing is that what we didn't see on the map was the fact that they... This is something that I've talked about, right? Do you want to go for the play that's going to win you the game, or do you want to, or do you just want to go into the top 5?
The first one.
Eyeball went for the play that was going to win them the game. In terms of they saw that the compound was in the center. They knew that there was only 1 or 2 people from one team there, so they bombed it as a 4. They wanted to take it from them. The problem is that every time we've seen them fight for a compound, this has happened. So they have the right thought when in terms of rotation in the late game, I feel like.
But
it's just the execution that's just...
Again, that would be such a crux for so many teams. Oh, Poro here on top of the bell tower. Oh, sadly gets overrun. Try as he may, not going to be enough. Ware team also going down, but this is Skew not for free.
Not for free at all. But yeah, that could have been so dangerous.
That's going to be a tempting thing to see. I love the fact that they've just left Pixel there on the side. Just you go and kill off Isiskew, and we're just going to take a position in the zone.
That's what I'm telling you, man. Like, you leave him as a sentry gun, and he just does his thing.
Yeah, Siller's 2.0.
The only thing that's stopping him, the only crux is ammo.
Yeah, but he needs to pick that up from the kills. Like he needs to calculate that, right?
How many rounds on average do I need to kill one player?
Yeah,
1.
He does the math.
Yeah, he knocks 1. He lets them get closer, so he can kill them closer by, so he can loot them.
Okay, so Misa right now is out there. I think he knows Spoof is there, because he's constantly aiming towards the shed, I believe, before at least. But now he's turned his back on it, and he's focusing on Rip, so maybe not.
Want to point out that we did see Tempest get 1 player knocked down. No kill confirmed, though, and that was Granite who found that damage. Sadly, they could translate that to anything more substantial.
I think that was like the opening that they needed though to safely like get in on the north side without having Tempest randomly like pull up on them. Because now they actually can get in, they can get a ridge where they feel comfortable hopefully, and then they can start taking the fight.
Reine are right next to Ria Bros, it looks like, and Anonymous just died to Wookie Bookie.
Ouch.
From quite the range, I believe. So Reine and Tempest have trades and blows now, and that's the biggest duel, basically.
It certainly is, Alex. And the fact that they're down to 2 versus Tempest is 4, that even more so is a pretty big danger point. Because especially they have the 5 kills, Reine are down to 4 kills. Advantage even more so here for Tempest. And so far, that means they have an advantage. So far, like that's what puts them ahead of them to win this week.
Definitely.
So it is in Reine's hands to try and step up, to try and bring it back. But how are they going to be able to do so with only half the strength while also being trapped?
That's a good question. And right now, I mean, Nuki, for instance, he's alone right next to 2 of the Rehab Bros. So he's going to be so careful. I'm not even sure how well Reine players are playing together right now. And I'm still afraid of, for instance, YMCA. They have 0 kills, but they have their entire squad, and they're just chilling right now. No one's threatening them. They're kind of the dark horse right here, just hiding it out.
But again, in terms of the overall scoreline, they haven't had that performance they've been looking for. So they're not really in a position to threaten any of our top 3 teams.
No, that's true. And look at that. Who are you coming in from? I don't know even where. Hanses with the
That's 2.
double and confirming those kills as well.
Miss also going down there to Rehab Bros.
That's a massive one.
I mean, if Rehab Bros actually has a car on the left side, I really want them to just take the car and run. Like, I don't want them, like, they're still 2 and 2, like, they need to go get into the middle there somehow as a 4.
Oh yeah, just join together and play for the compound. I completely agree. I thought first you meant to leave it, but no, yeah, Mikas and Jensky should really start.
By scanning towards the north-northeast, he should be able to see them coming on in. Because with this, they maintain the map control, they have good lines of sight as well, and they have a fairly good understanding of where at least Tempest is coming in from. So as long as if they can spot out Granite, they should be in a good spot.
And that's YMCA. Who are you completely annihilating them? But they did lose their own member as well, and you can see Hans is dying there as well. So who are you? Although they have 6 kills, 2 members left only.
Big fight now coming up potentially between Granite.
Oh, this is big.
Tempest, yeah, they're closing the gap right now, man. Defensive, or some smoke coming down in order to give them a little bit of space to work with. Samarak has already tagged one of them a couple of times. I mean, so they know that Granite is here. Now, once again, Samarak going to try to deliver a spray, but not connect any of those bullets. And the question is, you know, does Tempest want to go in for this one now? Because this is something we've seen before. It's a very classic kind of Tempest situation where a team tries to engage into them, and then they just, like, flip that one around and just go super hard straight into them.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they want to push them, because if they start to fight, they just want to sit like this, try to knock them out, try to get one or 2, like, knocks, and maybe even a finish. Just to make sure that once they want to push the compound, there are as many people as they need.
Nuki! He got both of the Rehab Bros who were in his compound.
Oh, with a grenade.
Knocking kill.
That's
I
actually
can't
so
believe
important,
it.
Alex, because it takes lots of pressure now off of Granite. They were getting flank fired from them right now from those buildings.
I can't believe it. And Rehab Bros, they were at 4. They're going to be at 2 now. And Nuki, it's just him against the play Spoof from Apex here. And if he can get that duel as well, I mean, he secured himself a nice place. And look at that. Samarak is dead.
Reine, who are down to 1 player. I think this, more than anything, is going to cement the fact that Tempest should be the ones to close this week. Because they still have the 4 players. They got that confirmed kill on towards Samarak. Granite are down to, I believe that's 2 players for them now, right? So they don't really have too much left in this game. This is a really tough position for them to fight back from. Meteor Maker's also dying off, so we're down to 7 teams only and 14 players left alive. And mind you, about 1/3 of the server population, it's all in the hands of Tempest.
It is. And right now, I mean, I'm still is the focus here. And I'm just looking at who's the threat here.
I mean, Rehab Bros, I guess, like if they're forced to push into them.
But one of the players is dead as well, so it's actually just a 2-player team.
Tempest is so comfortable in where they have their position set up in terms of they have the defilade, they're playing right off of the back where they can bounce up over towards the ridge line and get a line of sight over towards the southern side of things. Rehab Bros aren't even in a position where they can really find an angle, so they're just going to focus on the other teams coming on in now.
Yeah, you are also moving slowly towards the east side as well, towards Tempest. Yeah, they're gonna have it's gonna be a tall task because they're gonna have to play like 2 and 2 and look there like right and left and try to knock every single team that's trying to flank them, because they're gonna have a few teams trying to like spoil their party.
I'm just loving it right now for Tempest, but they gotta be careful because, as you guys have been pointing out, they're kind of centralized here between Granite and Who Are You. So as people start pushing in towards Rehab Bros, you gotta be careful as Tempest. And I think Tempest would...
That'll dictate now if they're going to be able to stay or if they have to shift dramatically.
Yeah, I mean, the zone is going to be... the compound is... Okay, Nuki dies there. Good run from him. He gets kills. Oh, they actually heard Who Are You coming in. Can he get a flank on him? Yes, he... Oh, no, he gets the finish only. He doesn't get...
This is great for Rehab Bros, though, because they should have been afraid of 3 teams coming in on them. But this is Who Are You. They're eliminated in 4th. Now it's only 3 teams remaining. Tempest looking so strong. They just got to be careful of getting attacked from 2 sides at the same time. And Tempest are pushing down. They want to eliminate Granite right now because they know...
Bro, straight away.
Yeah, they're essentially keeping them locked out.
Oh, but look at Rhea Bros. They're pushing out from the compound, trying to flank while the...
I like his clip is down. That's some great spray from Chrisica. And what an opening. They're looking for Pixon as well. Gotta be careful, though. Tommy now coming from the low ground. Horseman finds him right away. Tempest, if they lose one more member, suddenly they're equalized with the other 2 teams.
Yeah, 11 kills here for Rehab Pros. Looking to be a very sharp game. But, oh, look at the damage coming in from Wookie Bookie. Tags him in the head. Both of these players so ridiculously low, and because they're so low, they can't overextend on this peak, and even Granite actually wanting a piece out of that cake. There's a 3-way going on right now with teams from the south and from the north and from the east trying to grab each other. So far, it's looking to be very equal. Rehab Bros have been able to make a little bit of a recovery, but this grenade could be brutal. Tommel takes a big chunk of damage right there. Clubber gets taken out. Wookie Bookie also falls. So right now, Rehab Bros, I mean, they're doing a great job.
It's like a free-for-all between these 3 teams right now, but Tormul's got to keep himself alive. Kluber dead right now means there's only Wes to that side. Pixon is going to survive. Tempest right now is split up. Rehab Bros not so much. Horseman, Chrisica, they should go for Tormul here if they can. They need to get that 1 frag on Tempest right now, but those nades are not hitting.
Trying as they may, the Molotov a little bit close, but Tomil, he connects those shots. Is this it? Is he going to be able to close and isolate this duel? 1 versus 1. Could get shot from the backlines, though.
Great support here coming out from Pixel.
Oh, man, he's coming in on the backlines. There it is. He's going to close it out.
Beautiful.
And there it is. Tempest with 9 kills. 1 versus 1 in the end, and I think he's seen him. Yeah, he knows he's behind that vehicle. Is he going to even be able to... Yeah, I was thinking that maybe he goes up for a pickup, but his teammate is actually quite far gone, so it's just a 1 versus 1 that's going to finish this.
Yeah, it's turned into a 1-1-1. It's Wes versus Pixel, and Pixel knows exactly where Wes is. Well, vice versa, of course, but he does have the better position right now.
Wes Pixel is really close to the middle of the zone here. He's already cleared out the northern side, so he knows that he has to be somewhere around the compound soon. So he's going to watch the compound any second now, and I believe he's going to have this fight.
He's playing the hill so nicely here as well, because he's got the cover, whereas Wes, he's going to be the one who's forced out here shortly.
Oh, did he see Wes? I don't think so. It's just
there
we go, and Wes is not ready. But that spray doesn't connect really. Wes has time to get away. Right now, it's down to this. They know exactly where the other one is. Pixel is going on the aggressive here.
Slows things down a little bit, though, so it does give time for Wes to maybe reevaluate his position and heal up a little bit.
He has to peek out, though.
Yeah, he's going to be the one prone. Can he pre-fire? Yeah, he knows exactly where he is. Do you really want to stay prone? Oh, Wes, no, he actually nails it.
Yeah, he just pre-fires around the corner. Pixel is not moving whatsoever. He's just staying